working for you.
Chatham County voters got a head start on casting their ballots today. Good evening, I'm Chelsea McDonald. Thanks for watching WJCL News at 6. It's the first time voters have gotten a chance to do so on a Sunday. WJCL's Brandon Lavornia was at the polls earlier today. He joins us live in the studio with more. Brandon.
Well, you know, those in the county were hoping they would bring voters in today. They normally wouldn't, and it almost looked like a line at Walmart during Thanksgiving. So it did just that, thankfully. Now, they were hoping to do this to bring in the voters that couldn't make it during the weekdays, and this is what it looked like at the Board Registrar's office on Eisenhower Drive. Lines out the door. Chatham County followed examples set by other counties in Georgia as a way to engage more voters. Many voters saying they never seen such a turnout. They hope these Sunday voting sessions will be back again.
We need to have the voting on Sunday in particular because our people are working people and they need to be able to get out here. And Sunday is usually the only day a lot of them have off.
Well, it's easy to vote on Sunday. I just left church and most of my church members come to vote today. And I got a day off today, so I decided to come down and do it.
And I'll have more tonight at 10 on the election, the early voting, and the election is November 4th. So Chelsea, everyone should get out there and vote.
Absolutely. Thanks, Brandon.
Yep.
WJCL News is your elections headquarters. We are working for you on air and online at WJCL.com. There you can see all of our coverage this political season. Just click the local politics section under the news tab. Beaufort County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man and a 16-year-old for drugs. It happened at a traffic stop. 22-year-old Dominic Edmonds is charged with trafficking cocaine and Xanax pills. He faces other drug charges related to prescription medications and marijuana. Deputies also arrested a juvenile passenger. They say he was in possession of Xanax and marijuana too. And the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office needs your help identifying 3 suspects from an armed robbery. Take a good look at the pictures on your screen. The armed robbery took place at the Shell Food Mart on Trask Parkway earlier this week. Deputies say the suspects took money from the register, cigarettes, and cigarillos. Investigators believe the suspects might be near the Rosetta area. Anyone with information should call the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. A 1-year-old boy is recovering after he was hit by a stray bullet in Atlanta last night. The grandmother of a 1-year-old they called Junior was leaving a family birthday party around 10 at an apartment complex. Police say 2 groups of men were shooting at each other in the parking lot. One of the bullets hit the boy in the arm, and the boy's family is pleading for the person who pulled the trigger to come forward. Police have no suspects, and the boy is expected to be okay. Hundreds are asking the Savannah community to put an end to violent crimes. The Savannah Youth City Incorporated organized a Stop the Violence march yesterday. It united Savannah residents from all over. Several religious and city leaders attended the rally. Marchers chanted sayings like "Stop the violence, we're fed up." Alderman Van Johnson says he's proud neighbors are using their words and not more violence to solve issues.
Savannah has been all right since 1733. We are okay because it is the people, and we're going to continue to be okay because of the people.
Councilmember Dr. Acela Shabazz also attended the rally in Alice Square. Meanwhile, Savannah religious leaders are calling for unity following a string of violence over the last month. They're calling it the Meeting of Healing Communities. It's also in response to the recent shootings. The meeting will be at the Savannah Civic Center Wednesday, October 29th at 6 p.m. One pastor hopes it'll help prevent future violence.
Showing our community that as you lay aside religious differences for the common good, and the common good is to bring a sense of peace, love, and as well healing to our city.
Again, the gathering is this Wednesday at 6 p.m. at the Civic Center. WJCL is working for you by tracking crime in your neighborhood, and you can too. Just go to our website, WJCL.com. Click on the crime map in our web links section. This map shows all the aggravated assaults in just the past 2 weeks. Again, to track crime in your area, just go to our website, WJCL.com. And there's been great weather, Samara, this today, right?
Oh yeah, this has been a stream of great weather for the past couple of days, actually, even a week or so. So is it going to continue?
Is it?
That's the question, and I have the answer. Let's go ahead and move, though, to those maps. Right now, we are looking at your satellite and radar image, and you can see it's very dry, very quiet. It's not broken. There's just really nothing to report right now in Savannah or much of the southeast. Very quiet conditions out there. In terms of temperatures, not too bad either. 83 degrees right now in Savannah. Now, later on, we're going to talk about averages, and trust me, that's above average for this time of year. 87 in Sylvania, also in the low to mid 80s further west, a little cooler down in Darien at 77 degrees. So tonight we are expecting temperatures to continue to fall. They will fall to the mid 50s. We will see clear skies and very quiet conditions, maybe a little chilly at times in some areas. And in your Storm Tracker weather headlines, you're going to want to stay tuned because we've got a lot to talk about. First, we're going to be talking about your next chance for rain. That's right, the string of great weather might be halted for a minute, then the near record highs and your Halloween forecast. That's it for now. Back to you, Chelsea.
Thanks, Mara. A Statesboro man has been sentenced to 15 years in prison for soliciting images of child pornography over the internet. 52-year-old Stuart Johnson is also subject to 20 years of supervised release and will be required to register as a sex offender. Johnson pleaded guilty in June after investigators say he used an email account and international website to solicit images of child sexual abuse. Local bartenders and Rape Crisis Center leaders are using beauty to combat an ugly problem. The Rape Crisis Center hosted a hair and fashion show to help raise awareness for Savannah Chatham Metro's Bar Bystander program. The program aims to reduce the number of sexual assaults in Savannah, helping to train bartenders to be aware of predators in their bars.
So by training bar employees as to be aware and what to look for, then they would know how to prevent some of these incidents from happening.
According to Metro police officers, more than 50% of reported sexual assaults involved alcohol. Savannah neighbors are sounding off about the noise from Truman Parkway. The county heard their concerns and ordered a study. This was the second study done more than 15 years ago. The same company projected how loud it would be. Over the summer, they said those numbers matched their projections, and they say the numbers aren't loud enough to get state or federal money for a sound wall. The county spent nearly $20,000 on the study, and they have options. Commissioners could order another study, build a wall with county money, appeal to the state or federal government, or do nothing. A plan to build new apartments was denied by Chatham County leaders. Owners of the country club on Jasmine Avenue in Savannah wanted to put dozens of two-story apartments on the property. Problem is, the area is zoned for single-family homes, so they needed county approval. People living near the course didn't want them, and some expressed concerns at a commission meeting, and the commissioners sided with residents.
A developer with good vision and experience could build a beautiful single-family neighborhood that the home buyer would be proud of.
Because there have been proposals made to the hospitals of Memorial and Candler that their nurses and doctors stay here, and they will also attract professional people, and this is what our neighborhood wants.
Now, this doesn't mean the project is off the table. Developers can reapply to the county to get it rezoned again, but that could take another year. Coming up on WJCL News, Hollywood is in Savannah. You'll get a live look at the stars striking a pose on the red carpet. And it was a big day for one woman in the Coastal Empire. We'll share her special day with you after the break.